it's Reese. Welcome back to my channel. And today our video is going to be a little bit different. I definitely wanted to just be transparent with you guys and just open up to you guys and just tell you more about my fitness journey or my weight loss journey, because I think that it's important. You know, I think it's important for us to just talk about these things. I know I'm not the only one. I'm not alone. I know I opened up a little bit on my Instagram. Please make sure you guys are following me on Instagram at it's Reese. But I opened up a little bit on there and just explained to you guys on how much I have just gained so much weight over these last, like, I would say 3 years or so. Like, I've just gained so much weight. And I got a lot of responses of women just expressing themselves and just saying how they could relate. And then especially with the lockdown and COVID and all the craziness of just, you know, having to be in the house and, you know, gyms shutting down and things like that. So I just wanted to be transparent and just talk about my fitness journey and my weight loss journey. So recently, like last year, 2020, I started to be more conscious about I knew I needed to work out. Basically, I wasn't being super consistent. I wasn't even eating right, working out consistently, or any of those things. I would have my moments or my months where I would be working out every single day or just eating well, but I wasn't consistent enough to really see a huge like change in my weight. Sorry if you guys hear background, y'all know it is, we're in the house. But it's the dryer, so if you hear the dryer, I apologize in advance. But yeah, so I just want to give you a little bit of background of just, I guess, my overall life and you know, how my weight has been in the past. I have always been very active. I've always been in some type of activity, sports. I dance competitively. I've just been an active child up until an adult until recently. The biggest weight change for me was when I decided to change my diet. I decided to no longer eat meat. I guess you would call me a pescatarian because I still would eat seafood and things like that, but I didn't do any meats, no dairy. I did cheese, so whatever you want to call that. But so yes, throughout my life, I was always active. I stayed in shape. I think the heaviest I ever got was probably like in the 140s. And even then I thought I was getting too big. Like if I would even touch 145, I was like, oh my God, I gotta work out. I gotta like eat salads and soups every day. Like I was just like a crazy person. Thinking about it now that I'm, oh, I should probably weigh myself. I don't even know what I am. The last time I checked, I was 195. Yeah, 195. Last year, 2020, I was over 200 pounds. I can't remember the exact weight, but that's when I realized like, okay, like stuff wasn't fitting me. It was just a mess. But you know, you get into a relationship and they want to take you out to eat every day, every 5 seconds, you know, when you're happy, you're just eating and you're eating. And before you know it, like, you're 200 pounds. No, I'm just kidding, but that's how it happened to me. But also on top of me being in a relationship and everything like that, I also decided to cut meat out of my diet completely. I was slowly but surely going into becoming vegan. And I just didn't know what I was doing, right? I didn't know what I was doing. We didn't know what we were doing. So what ended up happening is we were trying to feel full and not realizing that we had to change the way we looked at food initially, and to realize it's something that's supposed to fuel your body and not like, oh, I'm just supposed to be hella full when I'm done eating, right? So that didn't click in for a very long time. So we were just eating to be full. So we're having pasta, we're eating all the carbs, we're eating, you know, the breads, all of that. Like, okay, I'm full. I didn't have any meat. I didn't have anything that's bad, you know, but I'm full now. So we thought that was normal and we kept doing that. And then slowly but surely it was like, okay, I'm going up in weight. I gotta buy new clothes. I gotta buy bigger jeans. And then at first it was like not very noticeable, but then one day it was just like, girl, like what is going on? And it was a little too late. Like I had just got so far gone from the weight that I was at. And just recently, like just these last, I want to say 3 years is when it really just, over that time frame, I ended up gaining over like 50 pounds. Because before I was only what, like 130? Yeah, I think I was like 130. I would always teeter-totter between 130 and 135. And I'll insert some photos too so you can see my weight. But as a kid, I was like 125 to 130. As I got older, I would teeter-totter between 130, 135, 140, 145 on like a thick month. Like a thick month. And even then I would be conscious and like start doing things I needed to do to get back down. But yeah, because some people would make assumptions like, oh, like, you know, you're just getting older, you're getting thicker, you're this, that, and other. No, it has nothing to do with your age or anything like that. It had everything to do with what I was eating and me not being as active as I was before. Like, that was it. It had nothing to do with my age, because 3 years ago, I was full on like past my mid-20s. So it had nothing to do with me being older. No, I was not eating healthy and I wasn't working out. So period. But yeah, so now I had made the conscious decision just before the end of last year that I was going to just really take my fitness and my body like seriously. Like, stop putting certain toxins into my body, stop putting certain things on my body. My next step is to do that with like my makeup and things that I put on the outside of my body. I'm trying to slowly but surely make everything natural in my life. So yeah, so I decided to eat more vegetables instead of replacing it with carbs and things like that. I decided to do something active every single day. Me and my fiance decided to not always go eat as a way to spend time with each other. We decided to do other things like walk and like other activities that will help our, you know, our goals, as well as being able to spend time together. So yeah, that brings me to how I lost 5 pounds in a week. I don't even think it was 7 days. Honestly, it was like 5 days. I came home from Puerto Rico. Check out that video if you haven't. Christmas in Puerto Rico. But I actually started working out there. Like, people were super active out there at the beach. Like, they were surfing, people were walking, like people were going out there and just working out. People were doing squats, all kind of stuff, and you're by the beach. And I'm just like, well, dang, I have my shoes. Like, I got some leggings, like, let's go. So that's where I really was like, there's no excuse. If you could see the different, you know, variety of people who are out there just working out, I'm like, damn, I don't really have an excuse not to be getting it in as well. So that's where it really started. And I was super consistent even on vacation. So I'm like, okay, if I can be super consistent like on vacation, then I can bring this back home with me, you know, and just keep it going. And I wasn't even doing anything crazy. I was just walking / jogging like the beach, and then I would stop and like do squats, do abs, you know, different things like that, push-ups. Super simple. So when I came back home, I said, okay, if I don't do anything else, just walk. Like, do at least 5,000 steps a day. So that's where I started. I would just walk every single morning, like at least do 5,000 steps. Your iPhone, you know, will count it for you, or if you have a Apple Watch, it'll let you know how many steps you've done. So I was like, okay, at least walk 5,000 steps. I decided to go a little bit further, and then I would come home and like do weights or like abs, different variations of workouts. So I did that. But I think the biggest thing and the biggest reason why I was able to lose the 5 pounds so quickly is because of the way I ate. Like, the way I've been eating has been super, like, I'm not super strict on myself, don't get me wrong. I don't deprive myself. If I want a Snicker, I'm gonna eat the Snicker, you know, like, that's just what it is. But the thing is, you can't eat a Snicker every single day, you know, or you can't have the piece of bread every single day. Whatever that thing that you're craving, eat it and then move forward and make sure your next meal is something healthy. But for me personally, I cut out carbs. Like, if I was having, like I said, a craving for a piece of bread or something like that, 9 out of 10 times I can fight it. But I'm also not going to deprive myself. But that was the biggest thing. Like, I cut out rice, bread, and then I started to just implement more vegetables, like looking up different vegan meals and just eating those things. And I actually felt really full very quickly. I drank more water. Like, I was getting the big jugs of water and just like trying to chug those like once a day, chug them down. Like, those are the main things that I did to lose the weight. I wasn't crazy in the gym. I didn't like starve myself or anything crazy like that, but just walking every day, doing something active for at least an hour a day, and then making sure that I'm eating healthy with smaller portions too. Smaller portions of food, no carbs. No carbs. So yeah, I definitely will be showing you guys a couple of things that I've been doing, some meals that I have been eating. If you are pescatarian or if you're trying to change the way that you eat, I also don't think you absolutely have to not eat meat in order to lose weight. That's just what I'm doing. But yeah, so I just wanted to open up about that, and I definitely want to share with you guys more about the things that I'm eating, the workouts that I'm doing, and just have you guys come along with me on my fitness journey to my goal weight. So I hope that you guys got some insight and that you guys are inspired to go ahead and proceed with your own fitness or weight loss or gain journey. So just stay tuned for more videos and more updates on my journey. Deuces.